Hey, Treasure.
Hey,
Hey, did you have a good Christmas?
I did. Whoops.
Welcome back.
Thank you. It's good to be back.
So, how much are you looking forward to Saturday and finally playing a game for the first time in what seems like and what will basically be a month?
Yeah, just like you said, I'm excited. I love the game of basketball and being out for a month and still watching other teams still play. I really got that drive inside to get back out on the court.
You guys have played 3 games this year, and through 3 games, there's only been 3 minutes where you haven't been on the floor. I guess how much do you pride yourself in the fact that you can pretty much go the entire game?
Just getting after it in practice. It's not really a pride thing. It's just you gotta. Since I'm playing so much, I gotta really exert all my energy in practice, so I'm ready for those 40-minute games.
Is that something you're expecting going into the game that you're going to play the entire way, or is that just kind of depend on how the game's going?
It definitely just depends on how the game is going, and anybody can be ready to step up in that position.
Hey, Treasure, with games getting canceled and with it kind of being a week-to-week thing, you guys have played 3 games. How do you maintain, I guess, team morale and maintain focus being one of the top teams in the country, knowing you guys have a really, really bright future ahead in the season?
From the beginning, in preseason, even as soon as we got back, at the beginning of the school year, our coach always told us the most team that's mentally strong, mentally sound, they're gonna overcome all the adversity with this pandemic.
Is there a part of your game that you really put an emphasis on during the off season that you really wanted to up your game this season?
Yeah, absolutely. So a lot of teams don't play me for the three, so during the off season, I really had to take pride in that. Had to start getting in the gym, getting extra shots up, even after games or after practice, before practice, late nights, and all that stuff, so I can start shooting a lot better.
What have practices been like this week, trying to shake off the rust a little bit as you guys get ready for Saturday?
It's been a lot of soreness. A lot of us are sore with the lifting and practicing. I think we'll be good. We know that we just got to come in, stretch, get ready. Because, there's no excuses. We still got a game on Saturday, so we just got to be able to shake that off and get ready to play.
You don't have an easy one back on Saturday going to Hayes. This is a game you should have played, game number 2. But going out to Hayes, you played a couple of games out there already. How excited are you guys for just to be playing the game, and what kind of expectations do you have, and what kind of challenge are you expecting?
Definitely. So our expectations, we just want to come out and be the most aggressive team from the jump. So from start to finish, we can't let off at all, especially with it being on a away trip. We got to finish out. We can't let up.
All right, good.
Hey, thanks, Treasure. Good luck Saturday.
Thank you.
How's it going?
Hey, Coach, how are you?
Great. Doing great.
Hey, Coach. How you doing?
Doing great.
So off a month, that's pretty big layoff. So I guess what's it like kind of now getting back into the swing of things?
Yeah, it feels like a whole new season, honestly. It doesn't even feel like that we've actually even played. The first couple of days back for practice felt like the 2 first days of practice of the season. Lots of mental mistakes, people not quite in shape, those kind of things. And so I feel like we've totally hit the reset button. It's a total start over, totally something new to try to find, some continuity and some rhythm, some chemistry once again.
Through 3 games so far, Tre'Zure Jobe has played every single minute except for 3 minutes, basically. So she played 2 full games and then 37 minutes in the other game. So how much of a luxury is it as a coach having someone that you can rely on and really just put out there the entire game like that?
No, it's great. Obviously she's the one that stirs the drink for our team, and, we got to have her out there. And it's not that we don't want to put somebody else in. It's just that she's such a good player, and she's put herself in position, be in such good enough shape. I feel like she's very capable of doing that. I've only been in the league now for 3 years, but I try to studied Northwest Missouri State men a lot, and watching Ben and seeing him coach his team. And, he plays 5 or 6 guys, almost 40 minutes a game, very rarely subs, and he's been pretty successful doing it. And he's just playing his best players. And, I think it's just for us kind of the same mentality. We just want to make sure we have our best players out there that are on the court to be able to make plays for us so we can win games. And the way it's gone, she's had to do that. She's responded. She's played well. She hasn't seemed like she's been too fatigued. And so, we're just going to keep going with her.
Hey, Coach, kind of on that line, I know a lot of times teams use the preseason and the non-conference season to solidify your rotation and kind of decide who your key people are going to be and which lineups work best. With an essentially no non-conference, 3 games before the bulk of the MIAA season, have you solidified your rotation, and kind of how do you approach that this year compared to years past?
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know that we have, and I don't know that you're actually going to be able to. I mean, you have different things with people maybe going into quarantine or not quarantine, and knowing who you're going to have and not going to have. I mean, we've been able to, we've been able to kind of have an idea of what we want to do after the first game at Kearney. We just, we kind of figured it out a little bit after one game, like, hey, this is probably the best rotation for us to be able to go with right now and to be able to use. But we know it's an ever-changing environment out there. So we think we kind of have a clue, but I don't know throughout the course of the season if you're ever going to really be able to, have a set rotation. I mean, the best thing we have for us is, Tre'Zure obviously is an elite player, and Callie Martin's played a lot of games in MIAA, and Daly Handy's played a lot of games in MIAA, and Frederica Sheets is a senior, and Carson Schultz has had some great games in MIAA. So we've had some players that have some experience, and as long as those guys are on the floor, we feel like we have some people that kind of can keep us in the flow of what's going on and understand the dynamic and how good the team is we're playing, and be able to have enough players out there who can make plays.
Your first game out will be against Fort Hays State on the road, and always a tough place to play. Big challenge on Saturday for your girls.
That's a huge challenge. Kyle brought to my attention that we haven't went out there since 2015, I don't think, and so it's been a tough place to play. I think the home team has been the dominant team in this series for quite a few games now, and I think for us, I mean there's a lot of the challenge is very difficult because we only get Hays one time this year. We have to play them at their place, and so we try to put a lot into getting ready for Kearney and Hays the first time, and then we thought we were going to be ready for Hays the second time. And now, we get them the third time, and hopefully third time's a charm for us. It's what we hope for. I think our players, the first couple days of practice have been, it was kind of difficult, but today was our best day of practice by far. And hopefully tomorrow's better and Friday's better, and then Saturday we're ready to go.
What challenges will Fort Hays offer your girls?
Tony, they lost quite a bit from some seniors, but from some seniors who graduated. But the seniors that they do have back, and Whitney Randall and Jaden Hobbs are, very dynamic players. They're all good. The freshmen they brought in are good. So I think that they just have a good mix of inside players and outside players, and they're very well coached. They're playing good on the defensive end. They have good 3-point shooting, and for us and what we do defensively in our zone defense, I think that's the biggest challenge, to be able to guard the 3-point line. Last year, a year ago at their place, they just lit us up. I mean, they literally put it on us pretty good, and they just made it seem like they made everything that they put up. And so we're going to have to do a much better job of guarding basketball for sure against them, and do a better job in our rotations on the defensive end.
With the week-to-week uncertainty of kind of games getting canceled and quarantines and whatnot, how do you maintain focus on the team, and how much of that, I guess, goes to the players and your senior leadership?
Yeah, we kind of put it on our best players to try to make sure everybody follows suit and stays in line with what we're trying to do. We're so shorthanded number-wise. We lost a couple of girls we were counting on at the beginning of the year to some personal health issues, so that put our numbers down. And we have some girls that are injured and out, and literally we have 8 healthy bodies in practice right now, and so it's forcing myself and my assistant coach and my GA to practice. And so when we're having to run scout team offense against our team, it's pretty easy to be able to make them stay engaged, what we're trying to do defensively, because I'm out there playing point guard or I'm on the wing or something, and I can really, try to initiate some of the stuff that needs to be done maybe. And so I think our players have done a good job of that, because we've been able to, I feel like, try to do the things that we want to get done and keep everybody engaged. I mean, I think that is one thing when you're out there as a coach and you're having to actually get in the mix and you're having to practice with your players a little bit. It does make them have to realize, how important the stuff is you're trying to do.
Now, did I see on Twitter, Coach, that in high school you had a 46-point night?
I had a 45-point night. You did
45?
Twitter, yes, that is correct. I did. Yeah.
So do you still have the touch?
The girls would tell you yesterday in practice, I hit about 7 threes in a row in the drill we were doing. They all kind of looked at me like, what, what's this guy's doing? Is this just a makeup or whatever it is? I try to tell them all the time I'm the best shooter in the gym every time we walk in, and I haven't got anybody to challenge me to a horse competition yet, so I think I'm still the best shooter.
Tre'Zure was saying she's pretty sore today. How are you feeling?
You know what? I'm not moving as fast as I was. I'll be honest with you, to tell you the truth. I woke up this morning. I was kind of feeling a little bit myself.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Coach. Appreciate your time.
You bet. Thank you guys a bunch.
Thanks.